Hello lovely people, it's Cara here and I am so mad. So today I get to show you my fabric stash. This comes on the back of a hashtag that has been created by Danni from Pocket or Two and Sian from Kittenish Behaviour, whereby they were having a chat and they'd love to have been able to sort of go to each other's houses and see the fabric stash, etc. Except that isn't a thing that we can do at the moment. So they thought, why not do a virtual rummage instead. So today it's my turn and I have 9 questions that I want to take you through to help you understand my fabric stash. So let's get started. So number 1 is, what is your favourite fabric in your stash? Pretty much like everyone, I expect all my fabrics are my favourites, but there are a few that are top of the pile. So they're just here as ever next to me, and my favourite one, which will come as no surprise to those who watch my latest fabric haul. If you haven't had a chance to watch that, please do go back and watch it. I'll pop a link to that down below. But this is my favourite fabric by far. I've been coveting this for a really long time, and as you can see it's still whole. I will eventually use it, but I've been working on other projects at the moment. But yeah, it's absolutely sensational. Sadly it's sold out from Material Girl Laura at the moment, but it is a fabric that has come back in stock a number of times, and I jumped on the chance of buying this. This is actually a remnant, but Material Girl Laura, I was looking yesterday actually, she does have some very similar fabrics at the moment with grey background and some beautiful flowers and things, so do head on over to her website for something similar. But this is definitely my favourite. I absolutely adore it. So yeah, that's definitely my current favourite. That's the thing about fabric, isn't it? Once this has been used up, something else will come in and that'll become my favourite, I'm sure. My oldest fabric, that's quite interesting actually. I've been sewing for a relatively long time, but I'm not particularly a hoarder when it comes to fabric. And as you'll see in the video that's going out on, let me think, it must be going out next Wednesday, so I'm planning ahead of what I want to share with you. I share my sewing space with you in my next video, and you'll see I don't actually have a huge amount of fabric. So when it came to oldest, it also probably coincides with, not that it's a question, but one I just haven't known what to do with. So this is my oldest fabric, and it is lovely. It's really sweet. It's a navy background, and it's got these lovely birds on it. It's like hummingbirds, I think. It was doing the rounds a few years ago, and it's quite sheer. Well, it's very sheer. And I am occasionally known for buying fabric based on price, and this was an absolute bargain. So I've got 3 meters of this. I confess that when I ordered it, I didn't know it was going to be so sheer. I thought it was going to be more of a viscose than georgette, and so I've been kind of stuck as to what to do with it, and I think now I know that this would make a lovely pussy bow blouse with a little camisole underneath. You know that it would make a lovely Emmy, or so pussy bow blouse from Sew Over It, an Emmy blouse from Seamworks, or my current next make, I suppose, which will be the Freya blouse from Sew Over It. So I still haven't got around to getting that pattern yet, but I will. And I think this would actually look beautiful in it, because that pattern is actually designed for sheer fabrics. So that is my oldest fabric, and there is lots of it, but that's okay. I will use it eventually. Scared to cut into. Now that probably links with investment pieces. Now this pattern will be very familiar to a lot of you, I'm sure. This is a Rifle Paper Company fabric that I got from Nekon. I'm never sure if I'm saying that right, but oh, it's absolutely stunning. And in my first video I shared with you some trousers I've made in a Rifle Paper Company, and I ordered this fabric at the same time. It's just so lovely. Look at these colours, absolutely sensational. So I'm scared to cut into it, A, because it's just so beautiful, but B, a background of pink isn't normally something I'd go for. But I've got to be honest, I ordered this around the time as the Saphir trousers came out, and they would make a sensational pair, I cannot deny it. So I think it's going to be a bottom half as in trousers make. I think a lovely shift dress or something like that, but I think not pink near my face is where I'm going with that, I think. So scared to cut into it, A, because it's so beautiful, B, not exactly sure what to make with it. So if you have any ideas, I would really welcome your view on that, please. That would be absolutely super. Let me see, now the next one, not a clue what to make with it. It could also be the one with the story, which is a question coming up in a moment. You'll have to bear with me as I unfold this because I've got lots of it. So this was actually a mispick. This was meant to be a grey scuba with white flowers on it, which I made a Sirocco jacket in. I'm going to have to stand up, I think. And it was a mispick. So came from Coalville Fabrics, just a genuine mistake. And so it arrived, and I was like, that isn't the fabric I ordered. And you can see it's got turtles on it, and it's got flamingos on it. It's got hummingbirds on it somewhere. Very unusual. Yeah, it's quite a thick scuba. Oh, where's the hummingbird? I can't find one. But yeah, very unusual, and it's not unpleasant. I do as a parrot. Oh, of course, you've got a, what is that, a seahorse? So whole shenanigans of wonderful things on this fabric, but I have no idea what to make with it. And if I was ever to de-stash fabric, I confess I think this is probably the only one in my stash that I would let go. So if you love this fabric, do direct message me. I would de-stash this, I think, because I don't know what to do with it, and I cannot see me making something out of it anytime soon. But it is a fun fabric, and I have got at least 3 meters here. So who knows? But I thought I'd share it with you because it's an interesting story. So the next question in the list is actually a fabric with a story. There's a segue for you. And I've only got a tiny piece of this left actually, although it is a workable amount. And it's this really lovely, I love the colour of this, absolutely stunning. Lovely green viscose, and the story behind this is, I suppose, that as a sewist, there is a few places you want to visit, sort of the mecca, if you like, of the fabric world. And I finally had the time and just the desire, although I've always wanted to go to Walthamstow Fabric Market in London. So many people talk about it, and I would just had the time suddenly to do it. And this fabric was part of the fabric haul I had from my time at Walthamstow. So that's my story behind that. I also then went to Woolcrest, I think it's Woolcrest Textiles in Hackney after that. A wonderful collection of, it was a warehouse basically, full to the rafters of fabric. Lovely chaps in there, really helped me out. Had a great fun. So my story, fabric with a story, is this one because of my Mecca trip to Walthamstow Fabric Market, which I really enjoyed, but I could have gone on a better day, I think, and the weather wasn't great, and I don't know, I've heard a few people say you get what you get on the day. It's a market after all, but actually on the day I went, there wasn't actually a market, so I think it's changed quite a lot. I think it is mostly shops now as opposed to market, but that is just my experience of that one day. And I'd certainly go back, and I probably would see something different all over again. But yeah, that's my fabric with a story. Next question is, where do I keep my stash? So I'm going to keep you waiting on that one today, and I hope you'll join me again in my next video, because I do share with you my sewing space in the very next video. I literally have just recorded that, so I know that's coming up. Precious fabric and why is the next question. Now you think I'm a bit mad actually, because this is actually a top. As opposed to a fabric, but obviously it was a fabric originally. And this is a tiny little crop top that I made for my daughter, and this is the most precious fabric I've ever owned, because my daughter is mad about succulents, and she's got a collection in her room, and this fabric, which is from Sister Mintaka, this is back at Christmas I bought this, is absolutely perfect. It is succulents, it's got gorgeous little yeah, just a variety, and I'm sure many of you have seen this fabric before, because it comes in, I think there's a water resistant fabric in this as well. Yeah, same pattern, different different cloth. But I just, while I really fell in love with it, it was an investment piece, if I'm honest, and I don't make clothes for other people very often, in fact hardly ever. So it was a bit of a risk, but I didn't think it was a risk because the fabric is just so molly. But it turns out, what do I know? Because I made her a Stella hoodie with the lining in this, but made it to fit her size. First mistake. Should have made it enormous because oversized clothes are the teenage thing. So she never wore it. And then I made her this. Never been worn. And I made her a scrunchie. Also never been worn. So a precious fabric with no wearage, which is really annoying. So I've decided to keep it because, as you'll see in my up and coming makes, I'm venturing into the world of making a bralette. I know, I said a bralette with these bad boys. That's going to be interesting, but I'll share that with you in a different episode. Oh, I've got Lara down here. Hello, Lara. She's come to say hello. She's bopping me, so if you can hear her sneezing. Looks like she's about to bark, so that'll be interesting. You alright, darling? You okay? Hello, hello. Yes, I can see you. So the next question here is dream fabric. Yes, I knew you were going to talk to me any second. How you doing? Are you alright? Thank you very much. I'm recording at the moment. So no, I'm recording. Thank you. So the next fabric is a dream fabric. She's chatting away down here. Sorry about that. She's so lovely. And my dream fabric is, I haven't bought it because it's brand new, and it is the new release from Atelier Brunette. I absolutely drool over their fabrics, and rarely do I treat myself. Having said that, I have actually got a piece of Atelier Brunette here. That's from one of their previous collections, but their newest collection is just divine, and I will pop a stock photo here. That's from Atelier Brunette themselves, and look forward to hopefully being able to treat myself to one of those in the near future. And then the fabric, the last fabric actually is two. I've picked up two. I hope that's not treating too much. It's fabric of your own choice. And so yeah, so this last piece here is the Atelier Brunette, which is just gorgeous. It's navy with these lovely squares, abstract squares on it. And also I wanted to share this one with you. This is from Material Girl Laura, and I believe she's still got this on her website. And the reason I wanted to share these with you is because I don't know what to make with them. This one's absolutely lovely. I think I under-ordered, absolutely my mistake. So I think I've got maybe 1.5 meters here of this. Look at these colours, absolutely stunning. Absolutely love that. It's quite a lightweight drapey viscose, which is just lovely. And this one also is a little bit more heavier weight, but again, this is a viscose fabric. And I don't know what to make with either of them. So please, I'd absolutely love your help in deciding what to make. I'm just not sure. Yeah, so if you've had this fabric or you think, oh, that would be perfect for, then please, I would really appreciate your feedback in the comments below. So I hope you've enjoyed me sharing my stash. There are lots and lots of fellow YouTubers doing it, so please do look out for those, and I will link below Danni and Sian's channel. And as I said, next time I will be sharing you my sewing space, so I look forward to sharing that with you. If you're wondering what I'm wearing today, this was featured in my previous video where I did a collaboration with The Baker That Sews, so do head on over to that. I will link that into the box below. This is the Saphir playsuit where we both worked on a collaboration together. So until next time, absolutely lovely to have you here. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'd love your comments, especially on some of those things I don't know what to wear. Or not to wear, eventually to wear, but to make first. That would be a sensible step, Cara. So until next time, lovely being with you. Catch up, stay safe, and I will speak to you soon.